Last week I told a little story about the boy who wanted to show his dad the secret clubhouse he'd built. And it had a cool door to it, but the door was blocked by a limb that had fallen down. The limb was too heavy for him to pick up, so he tried to move it, and he couldn't move it. And his dad said, "Well, Billy, why don't you use all your strength?" And Billy said, "Well, I am. I'm pulling as hard as I can." And Dad said, "Yeah, but you didn't ask me for help." So this morning, as we embark on this process of letting go and moving into the shadows of our lives and seeing them for what they are, I want you to remember that you're not alone. Take a moment to look to the left of you, to the right of you, in front of you, behind you. You're not alone. You're not the only one in this room who wants to feel joyful about the new year, is feeling a little bit less than joyful about this last year. Is eager to start brand new and fresh, but a little recalcitrant to do that again because you did that last year and the year before and it didn't. You are not the only one who has spent so much time looking at things already well known, those same little habit patterns, those same beliefs, those same limiting circumstances of your life. And it turns out on further reflection, it's not so much that we're trying to get into a secret clubhouse. Many of us are trying to get out of a cave that we've built for ourselves because that divorce was terrible, because the finances are terrible, because my back hurts and I'm going to need surgery, because there's always a reason why there's a cave. There's always a reason why there's a cave that you seem to be stuck in. And there's this illusion that you got to roll away this big stone that's blocking the front of the cave and keeping you from getting your freedom. And that stone looks like your ex-husband, or it looks like your boss, or it looks like the financial circumstances, it looks like your health. It looks like it's big, and it looks like you got to lift it up all by yourself and make it move so you can be free. And this morning, I'm here to invite you to consider the possibility that for most of us, maybe not for all of us, but for most of us, that rock is illusory, just an illusion. Now, there may well be someone in this room who's got terminal cancer and is ready to laugh me right off of my microphone, and I understand that. That's a separate case, but most of us are just pretending that we feel like we're going to die. If we don't get the new job, if we don't get a new spouse, if don't lose weight, if. Most of us have this built up complex that's built into this big stone and want to move. And this morning, I invite you to consider the possibility that you can roll it. You can roll away that stone and you don't have to do it by yourself. That you are in this room and have the opportunity to collect the energy, the goodwill, the collective consciousness of 100 people gathering on a Sunday morning to say, I'm open to my life being different. If you're willing, this room is full of perfectly good fuel for the journey, perfectly good support. And then there's the option to turn within and call on the Goddess, the God of your understanding. And recognize that as you ask for help, it's entirely possible it turns out to be a smallish rock, or maybe even a pebble, or maybe, like so many of us, there's this thing, you've got this thing blocking your eye. Happens to be a silver dollar, but if you hold it up real close, you can't see anything else. The rest of the world is all blocked out. You hold it out there, oh, that's just a silver dollar. Over there, it's just something on the floor. Where you hold it is your choice. A question of perspective. So, as we get into the possibility of writing what we want to release on a piece of paper and then burning it in the candle that we'll invoke together, consider the possibility that what you would like to release is not the problem, is not the ex-spouse, a difficult job, but your limited perspective on the situation. There was a part of me that always wanted God, someone to take away my problems. Now my prayer is, let me see rightly. Let me be an instrument of my peace. Let me be an instrument of thy peace. That's my prayer. So I got plenty of sad stories I can tell you about how messed up my life was and is because. And I've also got an opportunity to remember that I am perfect, whole, and complete just the way I am. And I've got some perspectives that I'd just as soon grow beyond and release this morning. So rather than taking, a 10 by 10 sheet of paper to write out my story and all the things I've told my therapist over the years and all the things about my past, I'm going to choose to write a little piece of paper myself and on it put old perspective. That's all I need to say. I don't need to write a thesis. I know what that means, and I know the energy behind it. And when it comes my time to stand up here at the candle, I will hold my little piece of paper into the fire for a minute and then give it over the fire. I'm not going to stand here and hold it in my hand while the flame burns and get my fingers blistered and try to do this by myself either. I just give it over to Spirit, to the sacred fire. Let it burn. Whoever you are, step out of your door this morning. Or consider the possibility. It's just an invitation. But the door is wide open.